All right, good morning, guys. It's a whole new day. So, injector tubes were already done, or injector cups were already done on it, and we went ahead and started it. All right, good morning, guys. It's a whole new day. So, injector tubes were already done, or injector cups were already done on it, and we went ahead and started it, and now we have a water pump leak. So I'm going to go ahead and drain that and continue. Show you guys how we drain this one. Now we have a water pump leak. So I'm going to go ahead and drain that and continue. Show you guys how we drain this one. We drain it from this little thing right here. Put some of these, lock them in, and let's drain. And then, of course, for the water pump, all we will remove is just the belt, those clips, the pulley, and then everything around it. All right, guys, these are literally all the tools we use for this. A small ratchet, 3/8 drive, a small extension. We use a 13 mil socket for the bolts holding the water pump. We use a Torx 45 for the pulley, Torx 27 for the little guard on the connectors. This is an electric water pump. I usually take a 13 just in case I need it. 13 wrench. Then we also do a pick, and I use my bigger ratchet. This is for the belt with the 1/2 inch adapter. Thinking about doing a video on all the tools I carry on the field, like the main tools. That way you guys have an idea of what kind of stuff I use, the very little tools I use for everyday jobs. So let's get to it. All right, guys, so I did go ahead and say that for the pulley we were going to use a T45. My mistake, it was a T50. I always mistake them. And as you can tell, let me see, they're already loose. I already went and broke them all loose. I can't get a good angle for you guys, but I did go ahead and break them all loose for you guys already. Or, well, for me, not for you guys. Well, demonstration purpose, except for one. I can feel, oh no, it's broken too. They're just a little tight. Yeah. So, went ahead and broke them loose. And let me show you guys how I use this to take off the belts. So in order to take off that accessory belt, you go right behind here. Is that it? No, it's up there. All right, so this one's gonna be a little difficult because it is up there. So what we're going to do is use a pry bar, wedge this pulley down a little bit, just enough to clear that, so we can go ahead and take off the belt. Just like this, guys. As you can see, I have a pry bar. Let me see if I can get a better angle. A pry bar wedged in between that tension pulley. So I'm just going to pry it down a little bit so we can, you can't really see in there. I'll bring this down a little for more clearance. All right, so we went ahead and pried it. We stuck a extension in there, which I will leave after I take off the belt, just so it's easier once we're ready to put it back on. Now, I slip on my ratchet, if I can manage to get it right, just like so, and then you just pull on it down. Pull on it down to release some tension on the belt, just like that. And there you have it. Belt is off. Our extension's still on there, just so it's easier once we're ready to slip all that back on. Now we go back to the other side and continue to remove our parts, which is pulleys already broken loose, so that shouldn't be hard. Wiggle it off just because it's easier to access the bolts that are behind it. And then I will also take the little cover for the electrical and remove the clips. All right, guys, ladies and gentlemen, we are here now. As you can tell, that is pretty chewed up. Something's going on there. But we did take off the water pump. We got a little bit of a mess, but no worries. We are at our shop. We'll pressure wash this and back to normal. So usually what I really do, is that little drain plug right there is a 19, and I'll put a hose on it and back it out. And that usually drains the block for the most part, and you don't get a mess when you're doing a water pump or anything in this vicinity. But I wasn't able to take it off today. I struggled to try to maneuver it. I didn't have the right extension, I guess. I don't know what it was, but I wasn't able to take it off. Usually I do take it off. Today I wasn't. I didn't want to deal with it, knowing that I'm here at our shop and it's just water, because we did drain this out, ran just water and solvent through it to clean out the system from that diesel that it had. So I know it's just water. It's like the third time we drain it. So yeah, but pro tip, or just a tip in general, not even a pro, just that's the easiest way to go about it. Drain it out from the block. So now what we're going to be doing is finishing up the heater core and hopefully get another water pump today so we could put it back on and finish this truck out. The injector cups, my boss did go ahead and do them on his own, because at the time he did that, I was busy with the SAM chassis on the previous video. I was over there while he was doing this, so I just came to finish it all off and hopefully ship it, because it needs to be out of here already. We were hoping it was out by Friday. Today is Sunday, so customer said go ahead and do the water pump as well, because he didn't want to take it like that. We weren't sure that we weren't aware that his water pump was leaking until we started pressurizing and all that. So we're going to wrap it up today, button it up, get it ready. That way tomorrow he could come and take delivery of his truck. All right, so we already took off the water pump over there. Here we go with the heater core. Like I said, just remove the clamps, remove the hoses, and that's it. Show you guys how we take it out from the inside with just a little screwdriver to pry it off. All right, guys, so like I said, it should be easy. As you can tell, I don't have to pry it out or anything. I'm just pulling it out with my fingers. That's basically all you do for this. As you can tell, it did have all that moisture right there already. All right, so like I said, this is the old one. We have the new one right there. In this package, I will unpackage it and show you guys what it comes with. So if you guys remember correctly, I had told you guys that the new cap came with like little ears with holes to go into those. So it's basically, that's how it works. It has the holes and you line them up right there, basically like that. As you can tell, they all line up. It does come with this little seal, and these are the screws that you do have to screw in. So I already got my little drill bits ready. That way I just drill it in right now as soon as we push this one through. All right, guys, there you have it. Bolted it down and it's nice and secure. So that's it for the heater core. We just go ahead and attach the two hoses on the bottom, bolt up or tighten up the clamps, and that's it for a heater core. As you guys can tell, it's not that hard. So we will be, well, now what we have left is figure out if we have that water pump. All we have to figure out now is if we have that water pump ready for today. That way we could put everything else together and ship this truck out. So let me figure that out and I'll be with you guys in just a second.